Well, Kevin Pietersen, welcome to Sportsvibe TV. We find ourselves not at Lord's or the Oval, but in the very swish Charlotte Street Hotel in London, Soho. Before we get into why we're here, first of all, congratulations. As summers go, and hey, let's stretch it further. Last winter as well, down in Australia. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. Pretty special, really. The last 12 months have been some of the best times for English cricket, and to be a part of it has been amazing.
Now, in the past, I don't know whether you'd agree with me or not, but a lot of sort of the media and the public and maybe the opposition thought you were the wicket. You know, there was a lot of burden perhaps on your shoulders. I don't know whether you felt it or not, but not anymore. Everybody seems to be scoring a lot of runs. How pleasurable is it for you to often come in at, you know, let's be honest, 170 for two, 230 for two, and the boys above you, Trotty, Alistair Cook and Andrew Strauss, they've really ground them down, haven't they?
Yeah, it's incredible, really. It got frustrating on occasions when, yeah, it was a case of the burden on me to score runs, but there's always that burden because of the player that I am. So I live with that daily. I love that. But for the other guys to be getting the runs that they're getting, for Morgan to come in and get runs, for Pryor at 7 to score test hundreds, for Broad to get 100 last year and to score such good runs against India this year. Listen, Bresnan doing what he's doing, the whole team is playing so well, and that wins you tournaments, that wins you games of cricket when your team does well. So it's just fantastic.
I don't get the impression, I mean, you just touched upon it, KP. Yourself, I mean, Owen Morgan's not Geoffrey Boycott, is he? With respect to Boyks. Neither is Matt Pryor, neither is, I mean, in years gone by, maybe even when you started, actually, when you had, you know, God bless him, Matthew Hoggard and these guys, you know, if England were, I don't know, 170 for 6, they'd be 190 all out. Yeah. Not anymore.
Not anymore at all, no. I think it's quite formidable. When you get 6 wickets and you've got Broad coming in, and then you've got Bresnan coming in, you've got Swan who can whack. You've got
Swanee at 10. He's got to be the best Test 10 in the world, isn't he?
Well, no, he should be at 11.
Yeah, no, actually, you're right. We shouldn't say that.
Jimmy Anderson, who does our night watchman job so well, at 11. So when you play against England, you know you've got to get 10 full wickets, which is quite demoralising. Now,
how about you, KP? I mean, when I first interviewed you, you were single. The old hair was interesting, shall we say? You know, you're now a dad, and you know, you're a bit older. I sense that you had that problem, didn't you, when you were captain? Then you'd lost it, and there's all the controversy over the coach. That's long gone now, hasn't it? I think that's out of your head, isn't it? And you seem to be in a very happy place.
Yeah, in the last 12 months, that's all gone. I went to South Africa last year to reinvent myself, if you can call it that. And I think the last 12 months has gone okay.
Tell us about that. What do you mean reinvent? What did you do?
I just went and spent some time with a lot of people that know me, know how to talk to me, know me as a person, know me since I was a baby, and just reacquainted myself with all of that, what I really want in life. And it's turned out to be a pretty special 12 months.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Why did you think you needed to reinvent yourself? I mean, I think you did, by the way. I think you were in danger of being a potentially great player who could be falling, I mean, talking about the high standards here, who could be falling short. You're back to where people expected you to be. What did you do, and why did you think you needed to do that?
Oh, I just wasn't really in love with the game. I'd fallen out of love with it. And I needed to go back and realise where I came from, realise everything that, how lucky I was to be doing what I was doing. And just basically get back onto that, gain that love back with, which I had a few years before. But I took a serious knock. But I'm back up again now, and I'm throwing in punches. Well,
they always say in sport, or indeed in anything, yeah, you need the odd, in inverted commas, failure to succeed. And do you think now, in hindsight, after the year you've had, it was a good thing to happen, that you know, you did take a knock and you got up from the ground?
A lot of sportsmen talk about that. They say that when you go through life, if you don't, or you go through a sporting career, if you don't have any failures and don't have any shortcomings, what fun is there? What challenges you? I've certainly had a huge captaincy fallout, which wasn't great. I then had 18 months after that, which was horrendous for me as a person, for my family, and then to come up from that, to sort myself out and to now do what I'm doing again, is something which is amazing, and I feel incredibly proud about it, and long may it continue, and hopefully that was the knock I've taken, which can now turn me into doing greater things. Quite
a difficult question, I would have thought, to answer, because it's a lot of self-analysis, but do you think if all that hadn't have happened, and Andrew Strauss took over, and you've re-emerged probably better than ever, and this is no reflection on your captaincy, we didn't really get much of a chance to see it, did we? Let's be honest. But do you think it's the fact that England are where they are now, and Straussy is who he is, and the captain that he is, do you think it's actually all worked out pretty good for you and for England, even if, of course, you wouldn't have wanted it to have happened in the way it did? Difficult one, I know.
It is a very, very difficult question, but all I will say is that the reason I did what I did with the captaincy malarkey was for the good of English cricket, and English cricket is in a fantastic place at the moment, and I'm not saying at all it's got anything to do with me, not for any of it, but it is so nice to be playing in such a happy team. The team when I was captain was a very unhappy team, and it's well led, it's well managed, it's well coached, and the team is so happy. So to be playing in a dressing room that's so happy is an incredible thing.
Congratulations again for all the runs and all the success, and it's, as you know, we are a latent sporting nation here, and we do enjoy success. We don't get enough of it, but we're loving it. So thanks for your contribution, and keep it up.